Good evening, friends, and welcome back to my channel. Tonight we are going to do a flip through of the creativity journal that I think is done now. And now when I have finished it, I realized that I want to do another one, so I'm actually going to sell this too. It's the making that is the fun part, so now when I have done everything fun in it, I'm just going to start another one. So this is the cover topper. That is a loose one, so you can take it off. And you can see a tutorial on how I did this in my videos. And this is a flip up, so you can see what's underneath it too. We have some pearls, some embroideries. I have done some French knots. And these are sticks that I have picked on my walks. Some more embroidery. And this is Lily of the Valley that I have put onto textile and then done some embroidery on the side. So the journal itself is made from old French 100% linen. This is over 100 years and I have bought it from France. So this is a bit special to me. And as I was thinking that this would be a keeper, I used it. But I have a little bit left, so I can do another one. So all these pages are sewn, embroidered, got this little extra creativity in it. That's why I called it my creativity journal, because I wanted to do it on textile. So each page are made from textile in the start, and it's sewn on to the back with my sewing machine. And I have the linen also back here. On the inside it's silk that I have eco-dyed. So we have different bluish colors on both back and the front. Really smooth to touch. I like that you have this opportunity to really feel the texture in it. And also this pocket is made from this French linen, and I have embroidered a bit on the top. I have this little envelope that I made also on a tutorial with a piece of a French copy of a letter inside. It's a printable, and I have put on watercolor on it. We have some rusty needles and one of my old labels from my farm. And some gold around the edges. The next page is a copy of my watercolored feathers that I made, and then I put it on tracing paper. And underneath I have this eco-dyed colored paper, so I thought this could be kind of a writing space. And this is also sewn properly on top. And we have, this is leather that is blue that I have used to attach it to the textile. And to keep it down, I put this hand crocheted lace down here. It's a bit big, so I'm just checking so I'm in frame. The next page is some embossed paper that I have done in different layers. We have a cute little envelope, and this little frame. As a decoration. And behind that I made a little tag. So it's a double pocket on this side. Here we have just some lace that I have sewn down, and I have embroidered it. So this is embroidered on both sides, and I did a little knot down here. And I'm thinking, this is the eco-dyed paper I did yesterday, so let's do a little writing space from this and put that behind the lace, like that. Cute. This is an antique tablecloth, or a piece of it. And we have some more eco-dyed paper in brownish colors behind it, to use however it suits you. Another label that is embroidered on the edges. Eco-dyed page, and this is textile, and I have sewn on a tab with some green embroidery floss. Also embroidered on the top. And behind this we have a little cute hidden pocket. So when you take this out, we have another little tree. And embroidered on the edge so that we can pull it out properly. And then you just put this in, and you don't know that it's a pocket. Some more embroidery here, and some silk that is dyed, that looks like moss down there. So I'm not sure if I should call this a textile book or a journal, as it's almost more textile than it's paper in it. But I like that. Tracing paper on top of a piece of quilt with roses on it, and some embroidered textile. And then I have just sewn around this card and put an antique lace on the edge. Today. Printable from Ruby and Pearl XO. Then we have this beautiful lace that is kind of a curtain. So you can flip this up, and we have a napkin that is decoupage on another piece of textile. Sewn label on top of that, and double layers of crocheted material. Behind this we have a little pocket, so you can put something inside. Another little tag, and this is from a book that we all know who is, except I have forgot it now. Edith Holden. And then I did a tutorial on this little photo frame that I have embossed and put a picture behind it as a little top spot. This is a flip, and we have a top spot with this embossed paper. This is a print of the same embossed paper. I have sewn this with some cross stitching and embroidery on the page, and different laces. And this is also, see if this is, if I have a, no, it was on this side we have the pocket. I didn't. It's double on some of them, so I have put pages together, but it was this that had a little top spot behind this. So another pocket with tracing paper, so you have this nice sound. An antique embroidery, a little snippet with some rusty needle. This is a print from Cheryl Francis, and she have this magnificent, hard to say today, prints with the different feathers. She has houses, she has many different, that was, this was also from her, these wood pictures. Check her out, she does amazing things. And I put a real feather on top of the printed one, and I have embroidered that, and also put a little hole where I embroidered a piece of antique book paper. So behind that we have a big pocket. This is also a print from Cheryl Francis. Some embossed paper and embroidery. And we have a lot of tutorials on most of the things in this one, so you can go back and see if there is any page you would like to do something similar. You can go and see how I did it. A little simple tag with old papers and antique laces to go with that blue door. I did this pocket, and this is a sampler with different blue textile pieces. And all of this is sewn, and this is my original watercolor painting that I did on old book paper. a little snippet collage, some of these old pearls that have been on a little lace piece. Antique mother of the pearl button, very special, big one. And more embroidery on the closure. And also a tuck spot behind this pocket. So more embossed paper, collaged paper behind it, some embroidered pocket on textile. So this is different textile pieces I have sewn together with some slow stitching. A printable that is put on textile, and then I have another piece of textile that I have sewn all these different pieces of paper and textile on top of it, and embroidered gold around this little butterfly. So this is kind of a big belly band. Another Edith Holden tuck spot pocket with some gold and labels on it. I have embroidered all the way on the side of this as a little extra decoration. There are almost embroidery on every page. There are, on this one we have the tag that is embroidered. More of my watercolored paper and an old photo that I use as a pocket. And this is printed on photo paper, so it's from my farm. This is also an old one. A beautiful page that I just have left because it's so nice to look at. I have just put a little tag, snippet cluster down here. Another pocket with some embroidered piece of cheesecloth that I have dyed. Piece of a really old antique lace with that little rusty pin. A Swedish little letter. I have just glued it down as it is, and we can just put something behind it as a little extra pocket. More embroidery, and this is old, so I have just embroidered it on top of some old linen. Eco dyed silk and dyed textile. Maybe we can put the other piece of this eco dyed paper in this. See if it's big enough. No. Then we leave it for now. Maybe we can take a piece of old book paper instead. So we have some old paper to play with. This is a photo frame, so you can put whatever you would like in this little pocket. And I have used a Swedish poetry book page as a background, just for fun. Print of this little hymn book that I have in my stash from 1819. More old labels and some of this crumbled cheesecloth that I dyed. More pockets with different printed tracing paper and an old letter behind it, and a tag in different bluish turquoise colors. And then we have this antique pearls from an old cushion that I saved. Can really see that this glass pearls is old. Can feel it, that they have a lot of soul in them. Another old paper from my farm that I have copied and made old looking. Silk and embroidered, embossed paper for as a top spot, and an embroidered original book page behind it. And this beautiful blue lace hanging down. On the other side we have this rusty paper clip that holds this fake letter with to take this off, with two pieces of ephemera for writing space. Then I have put real free Swedish stamps and embroidered on the edge. And the rusty paper clip will hold it in place. And behind it we have a collaged page with different blue written pieces and an old embroidered piece. Really beautiful piece. We have a fake letter on this side, and in the pocket we have another piece of textile that I have embroidered and put this curled feather on top of it, and the print of an old book paper from 1835, and textile on the back, so you can back it with paper if you would like to, but I left it as a nice piece. So the letter is like a big pocket. This is textile and an old label also from my farm, some of my watercolor painted book papers, and another piece of real stamps. This is actually Danish and this is Swedish. More dyed silk on this embroidered page with the pocket, also textile pocket, so they are very sturdy. Another piece from this embroidered beautiful tablecloth. I have done embroidery on the side, put some lace on top, and here we can put our eco-dyed page. Piece from imprinted old wallpaper, and a piece from my old book page, and an old stamp that I have from my grandmother. This is for embroidery, so you stamp this and then you did cross stitching on top of the stamp. Old monograms, embossed papers, some lace, so you have kind of a double pocket. You can put it behind this, and you can put it behind the flower if you would like to. And embroidery on the side, and a little cute embroidered flower there, and a cute antique lace. Another page from Cheryl Francis, and I have put some twine on it, so it looks like it's printed. 2 are printed and 1 are real. Embroidered French knots, and another hole that I did and put book paper on the inside. And that makes a double pocket. So we have the cheesecloth pocket on that side and textile in the middle, and this side on the other one. So big double pocket. So let's put in another of these old book pages. Can actually put it on both sides of that textile, maybe, if I can manage this, so it can peek out a little bit like that. Then I have done this wraparound, so it's handmade paper on the inside, and then I have different decorations on both sides. Eco-dyed page with a pocket on the top, and on the other side we have a pocket with old print, and this is from my hometown Malung, and it's from 1880. And then I'm just putting this on the edge and holding it in place with a curled paper clip. Textile page and a pocket behind it. This is embossed, decoupaged on this textile, and then I have put some laces and tracing paper on top of it. And the other side has embossed paper, watercolored, original book paper, and then I have just taken a pen and written 1789 down here. And a little crocheted pocket. And then on the last page we have a pocket. Just have to check if I have a double pocket or is we can get this in. It's kind of, let's put it this way instead. So we have a double pocket on the last page. So let's put in the 2 last papers there. So I hope you liked it and got some inspiration to do your own textile book. This was really creative to do. Bit different from using just paper, but the combination of paper and textile is special. It gives it another dimension, and it feels like it will last forever. And the topper is so cute and perfect when you can take it off, so you won't break the sticks when you use it and play with it. So this was it for tonight. I will be back soon again. I have earlier today put out the tutorial for eco dyeing, and it's both pictures and recordings in that video. So if you read the text on the photos, you have a full tutorial with measurements and everything, how you do these eco-dyed paper that we have just put in. And please go out and make your own papers. It's so fun and addictive to use these flowers and play with the papers and make beautiful things. That was all, I think, for now. So see you soon again. Until next time, bye bye from Sweden.